I see exactly what's happening. You've always been the one to text first, the one making plans, showering her with compliments, being extra considerate, and yet she remains distant. She doesn't seem excited, and now you're left wondering where you went wrong. Listen, I understand. You think if you just try harder, go the extra mile, and prove your worth, she'll finally realize how amazing you are, but that's precisely why she's pulling away. Here's the hard truth. Women are drawn to what they have to work for, not what's constantly given to them on a silver platter. If you're always available, always chasing, always trying to win her over, you're sending one clear message: I need you more than you need me. And the moment she senses that imbalance, her attraction starts to fade. Today, we're breaking down exactly why over-pursuing is sabotaging your chances and what you should do instead. Number 1. The power of pulling back. Let's start with a major mistake most men make: being too available. You meet a woman, you like her, and suddenly you're always texting, always eager to drop everything for her. At first it's exciting, but then, out of nowhere, she begins to pull away. Now, you're left questioning what went wrong. The truth? Being overly accessible doesn't build attraction, it suffocates it. Think about it. Have you ever received something so easily that you lost interest? That's human nature. We value what takes effort, and history proves this. Take Pablo Picasso and Dora Maar. He was used to women fawning over him, but Dora was different. She had her own life, her own passions. She didn't chase him, she made him chase her. That mystery captivated him. Pulling back isn't about playing games, it's about demonstrating that you have your own life, your own value. When you stop giving away all your attention freely, she'll start to wonder about you. And that curiosity, that's where attraction begins. Number 2, give her space to miss you. Ever notice how stepping away from your phone makes you appreciate things more? That silence allows you to reset, to crave connection again. Attraction works the same way. If you're always texting first, always checking in, always keeping the conversation alive, she never has a chance to miss you, and missing you is what makes her think about you, what makes her want you. Imagine your favorite food. If you eat it once in a while, it's a treat. But if you have it every single day, it loses its excitement. The same principle applies to relationships. If you're constantly available, she never has a moment to wonder, where is he? What's he up to? That curiosity is powerful. It makes her see your value. This doesn't mean ignoring her on purpose. It means focusing on yourself, your goals, your passions. When someone starts wondering about you, that's when you know you're doing it right. Give her space to miss you. If she's truly interested, she will reach out. And if she doesn't, then you have your answer without wasting time. Number 3, stop trying to prove yourself. Many men fall into the trap of feeling like they have to convince a woman to like them. They start listing their achievements, cracking endless jokes, being overly nice, essentially trying to sell themselves. But true confidence doesn't come from proving your worth. It comes from knowing it, with or without her validation. Think about the most charismatic people you've met. They don't try too hard, they don't overshare, they don't need to be the loudest in the room. They're just comfortable in their own skin. Women can sense when a man is seeking approval, and that energy is a turnoff. On the other hand, when you stop trying to impress and simply be yourself, you naturally become more attractive. Next time you're with her, relax. Don't force the conversation. Don't try to be the funniest, smartest, or most charming. Just be present. Confidence isn't about putting on a performance. It's about being comfortable in your own skin. And here's the key. When you stop proving yourself, you create space for her to invest in you. Instead of constantly giving, allow her to be curious, to ask questions, to get to know you on her own terms. That natural back and forth builds intrigue and attraction far more than any rehearsed line or forced display of confidence ever could. Let her discover you rather than handing over your whole story at once. Number 4, create a story, not a transaction. The best relationships feel like an unfolding story, not a calculated exchange. Too many guys approach dating like a business deal. I took you out, I complimented you, I was nice, now you should like me. But attraction isn't logical, it's emotional. Women don't fall for checklists, They fall for experiences, for emotions, for a compelling story. Think about it. What's more attractive? A guy who's forcing things to move forward, rushing the process, or a guy who's simply living his life, letting moments unfold naturally? I knew a guy who met a woman who barely noticed him at first. Instead of chasing her, he focused on himself. When they did interact, he was fun, relaxed, doing his own thing. Months later, out of nowhere, she started showing interest. Why? Because he let the story develop naturally. He gave attraction time to grow instead of trying to force it. Attraction isn't a negotiation, it's a journey. The teasing, the uncertainty, the build-up, that's what makes it exciting. So stop trying to rush things and just enjoy the process. Number 5, control your emotions, control the frame. Ever notice how the person who cares the least in a situation has the most power? Not because they're playing games, but because they're not emotionally dependent on the outcome. That's the energy that attracts. When you're unaffected by small shifts in attention, you signal strength and self-assurance, qualities that naturally draw people in. When she pulls back, don't panic. When she takes hours to reply, don't double text. When she says, "I don't know how I feel right now," don't beg for clarity. The moment you start reacting emotionally, overanalyzing, chasing, that's when you lose control of the frame. Women are highly attuned to energy, and if yours is needy or anxious, it's a repellent. Instead, hold your ground, stay composed, let her come to you. This isn't about being cold or distant, it's about showing that you're secure. A man who stands firm in his own value, who isn't swayed by every shift in emotion, becomes someone worth investing in. Women are drawn to a man who doesn't crumble under uncertainty, a man who isn't desperate for validation. That kind of emotional stability is magnetic, and it separates those who are chased from those who do the chasing. The best way to attract a woman is to be someone worth attracting. That means having your own life, your own mission, your own standards. When you stop chasing and start truly living, everything changes. The right woman will recognize your value without you having to convince her. Attraction isn't about tricks or tactics. It's about becoming the kind of man who naturally commands respect and admiration. So stop trying so hard. Be cool, be confident, and most importantly, be the one she wants to chase, not the one begging for her attention. Trust me, she'll like you a whole lot more if you do. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and the right woman will naturally be drawn to you. It's not about playing mind games or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about genuinely cultivating a life that excites you, one where a woman is an addition to your world, not the center of it. When you have purpose, when you move with confidence, when you carry yourself with quiet self-assurance, that's when you become magnetic. Attraction is effortless when you embody self-respect. A man who values himself naturally earns the admiration of others. Women are drawn to someone who is fulfilled on his own, someone who walks through life with certainty and direction. That kind of energy is undeniable. Now, go out there, own your worth, live your life, and handle it like a man. The rest will follow naturally. And remember, the right woman will never need convincing. She'll simply recognize your value and want to be part of your world.